Hi, in this video we're going to talk about marketing your press release for more backlinks and more market reach. So in the previous videos we talked about submitting your press release to prweb.com that allows you to have inclusion into the Yahoo News and into the Google News. Now by doing so we're going to boost that momentum by increasing your backlinks and your market reach by submitting to more press release submission sites that are actually free. Now, if you did not submit your press release to prweb.com, then you can use a list of these press releases and submit it one by one to many press release submission sites, which will actually help you. However, this is more work, but it does increase your backlinks. So let's get started. First, we'll go to google.com. Now, let me give you just an example of a press release that I developed, and it was submitted to prweb.com. And by using that technique, I also submitted it to a lot of other press release submission sites that I'm about to go over today, and which you can find a list of them below this video as well. So if I go to google.com and I do a search for that specific press release, we can notice that I have 3,890 results. And we can see that traffic is going to that keyword as well, as a lot of big name companies have grabbed that keyword as well. So that's on Google, and we can notice that this press release is appearing on many marketing type sites, internet marketing type sites, which is good. And you can notice here that on the top links is PRWeb Direct, PRWeb, and 188pressrelease.com, which is what I'm about to show you how you can submit your press release to that site. And these are some of the top press release sites that you can actually submit to. If I look on yahoo.com, I have a little bit lower, 548 results for that specific press release. And as you can notice, it has gone to Yahoo News. It's linked there. Now, when your news story or press release appears on yahoo.com, it's only going to appear for a few months and then it's going to go off. However, during those few months, it's going to allow you to get a lot of backlinks back to your site, and therefore giving you targeted traffic that you need. So now that you've seen those two examples, let's go ahead and go to the first press release site, which is 1888pressrelease.com. And this is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead and go to that site, 188pressrelease.com. So this is actually a really good site that you can submit to, because by doing so it actually is one of the top sites out there that you can get. So these are all the press releases that show up. Today is November 16th, so as you can see there's a lot of them that are showing up for November 16th. To submit your press release, you just click on here. Register an account. If you don't have an account, click here. So for every one of these press release submission sites, you actually do need to set up a account for every one of these. So it does include some manual labor, but you do have good results in the long run. It's sort of like doing article marketing. You have to submit your articles to directories. So similar aspect, similar concept here. So what you need to do is, they have steps lined out here. So you can submit a release. Submitting press releases with 188pressrelease.com is actually quite easy. Go ahead, open up your press release, put in the headline, put in the summary, which is basically sub-headline, put in the body, which is the whole press release, including your contact, all that information. Select the keywords that you want to be ranked, or to give the search engines a better idea for your press release. and select the categories that you want to be included, the metropolitan areas, the country, release date, company, author, which you can have here, URL, email, contact name, contact number, and zip code. Once you've done that, you've submitted it, you can preview the press release. If it looks okay, go ahead and submit it. The next thing you can do is select an optional select plan. And what that means is you can pay it for getting your press release submitted, either to make it quicker, and then once you're done you can complete it. But that's optional. Once you've submitted it, someone will actually go through it and look at it. If it's good, they'll submit it. If it's not, they won't submit it. So you want to make sure your press release has good content, it's newsworthy, it's not hyped up, it's not used to sell too much. It's used to pre-sell, and that's different than selling and using a hard sell method. So that's a good site there. And of course, some of these press release sites are free, some of these are paid, but a majority of them do not cost an arm and a leg to submit it. Now, there's another one called clickpress.com. So it's clickpress, as you can see here, .com. And you can submit news by clicking the submit news link here. If you don't already have an account, go ahead and register one. So for every one of these sites, you probably want to create a username and password and an email address that is all consistent, so that you don't have to constantly create different email addresses, so that you can track it easily. And another good site is called ecomwire.com, as you can see here. So it's ecomwire.com. So in this case, you can publish a new press release here. You can open a free account by going here and submitting your press release. And another good one is called inewswire.com. Looks like this. And of course, to submit your press release is always located at the top to submit your press release. You can submit it for free. You have basic distribution, and it tells you what you can do for free and what you can do if you pay $25 per release. Now, I would recommend you just do the free one, just because you've already done the prweb.com one. And this is basically to build the momentum that PRWeb is building for you. And here's another one. It's called newswiretoday.com. It's newswiretoday.com. And if you want to know where the links are, you can find the list right below this video. Just as a reminder, you can submit your press release here. As you notice here, it can submit it into these sites. However, it is not guaranteed always. It's as prweb.com can guarantee that inclusion. Of course, you have to sign up again, so it's a lot of manual labor. However, it is worth it if you can take 2 to 3 hours just to sit down and go ahead and do this. And another site is called prweb.com. Once you get to the site, you can click on this press release link over here, and you can submit your press release via pr.com for free by clicking here. They always give you two options. That's the thing about press release sites. You can do a free distribution, or you can do a paid distribution. In this case, just do a free press release distribution. Now I'm just going to do a quick run through as far as the press release submission sites go, so that you can see them all in this video. So another one is pr9.net. You can go here, click on the free press release submission link at the top. Go ahead, follow directions, submit your press release there too. And we've got another one. It's called prbuzz.com. prbuzz.com. You can go ahead and submit your press release here for free. And they've got a lot of categories here, which is nice. Simply follow the directions, choose your category, and all that. So a lot of this is really repetitive. It's just a lot of labor. So another site is called prfree.com. As you can see here, Click submit your release, do the same thing as you usually do. And another one is called pressabout.com. And we have another one here, theopenpress.com. So you can go here and submit a press release here. And a good way to detect whether it's a good press release submission site or not is whether they publish very frequently. If you notice that today's November 16th and they are publishing lots and lots of press releases that are going out on November 16th or 15th or the day whenever you're submitting it, then that's a good site. Another way to test it out is by going to google.com, theopenpress.com, and we notice that it has 73,000 results for that, which is very nice. Because if we go back to the original 188pressrelease.com and we do a search on that, we get 88,000, which is very nice too. Because what your aim is to get onto press release sites that are high ranked and that are very popular, and by doing so you get backlinks from them, and at the same time sites that use them as a purpose of grabbing news off of their site, you will get onto those smaller sites. And if you went ahead and submitted all to these press releases sites and you want to submit to more press release sites, what you can do is go to google.com, type in the keywords press release submission, click enter, and you can find lots of lists out there and lots of sites that you can submit to. You can even use the ones that are on top of here, 24pressrelease.com, iNewsWire, which we talked about, 188pressrelease.com, and all these other sites. So you can do it manually, which I would highly recommend that you do it manually. There's a lot of submission softwares out there that you can use, and sites and services that you can also use, but I'd highly recommend that you do it all manually so that you submit them correctly and you know that you submitted them, and you can actually track your results from that. So now that you know how to create a press release, hire somebody to create, submit it to prweb.com, and how to find press release submission sites and define whether they are good or not, now you know how to market your press release and duplicate this marketing plan in the future.